can see, the 240 is all taken apart. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So let me tell you guys what happened with some of the stuff throughout the week. You know, my 240 was on the dyno, started to make, you know, good power for what it is, but the tune still really needs to be finished up.
The way I shift, the way you shift is different. The way I drive, the way you drive is different. I'm over here chillin', vibe with Prep the Bro. You already know, niggas got them cars on go. 240s on deck, Fox bodies on
pig rich still. I'm in the tens. I need to, you know, dial out some fuel and get this thing where it needs to be. The reason why I couldn't do that is because the starter took a crap again, so it's out and I'm waiting for a new starter to get in. James's car here, started this up, drove fine. I've got one brake line to finish up along with a master, and I cut this out here, this floor, and welded back in this piece here. Everything came out sweet. Still waiting for a grommet that needs to go here, but that came out absolutely sick. Oscar's car, it's on the dyno right now. I started doing some drivability stuff on it. Sounds good. Motor's healthy. Yes, that's about what we're doing today. I want you guys to hang tight, but most importantly, if you guys can, share. I really need this content to share, and we'll do our thing. So. Right now the numbers are 380, 279 torque. You know, we're gradually gonna get into it. Concentrating all over here on the mid-range power also. Alright, so I guess it's the reason why I picked the camera up today. We've got some issues with this vehicle right here. And it's not little small issues, it's major issues. I was cleaning up the map, you know, just do a basic drivability. Now started putting load on the vehicle, and then we got a misfire. So I quickly came out, and that misfire was from cylinder 3. I compression checked it, and we got absolutely 0. We have no compression to cylinder 3. We've got to see what happened. There's no smoke, there's no noise, there's no nothing. So I don't know. Let's hang tight and let's see what we find out.
That would break and jerk your neck. When we shifted from first to second shifts, we so smooth. Shh, listen to that turbo smooth. Non-fiction, had my car disappear from your vision. Tuned my whip to perfection, made a big difference. Christoph Johnson, I'm convinced as a wizard. When it comes to tuners, y'all need to book a session with him.
This car came to me as is. I did know that the car did not run before. However, everything was already sealed up. The timing was already done. So that's enough rah-rah. I'm gonna go see how far off the timing actually was on this motor. So let's go. Okay. Motor's on TDC. And here we are. We are 1 tooth off base timing. Today's a new day, welcome back. So the plan of attack for today is, what we're gonna do is take the head off the block. I don't believe it's necessary to actually pull the whole motor out. I think we could just pull the head off and see what's up. I finally called AutoZone and told them, hey, I need a new starter for the 240. That's gonna be in here on Monday. So yeah, that's good. We're gonna get this off of here. We're gonna get this situated onto that lift, and we're gonna start ripping it apart.
If you need more power, he the one to get with. If your whip is broke, I bet he can fix it. Build some shit and then boost it. Take his time testing tuning. I don't think y'all understand how fiction about to be a movement. Big turbo boosted.
This thing probably burned through a head gasket. This thing feels so loose.
When they losing. A couple y'all had a chance to join the team, which I was snoozing. Funny how niggas pop out when they see how good you're doing. But where was y'all niggas at when we needed help with this building? Where was y'all niggas at when we needed help with the moving? Now niggas popping up with shit done, trying to be in the movie.
Unfortunately, the battery died in the camera, but as it was charging, we were able to get the head off. All the cylinders and everything looks really good, just as I expected. Yo, could you flip this over? Let's check the valve. So I suspect there was a valve that got burnt up. But let's see. Cylinder 3 right here. And that looks good. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the 240 is all taken apart, and this is what I'm gonna leave you guys with until the next episode. As you guys heard when I was taking off, loosening the head studs, I said, damn, this gotta be the problem. It feels so loose. Well, that definitely was the problem. Not only was the nuts loose on the head studs, but the actual studs, 6 out of 10 studs are super loose. Like, you know, sometimes you could wiggle them, but these are like almost out. 1, 2, this one's good. 3, good, good, good. 4, 5, 6. Wow, okay, 6. 6 out of 10 head studs were loose, crazy loose. Not just the studs, but the nuts also. All of the nuts were loose. So what I believe happened was, as I had it on the dyno and I was doing, you know, the little gradual load test before I started doing wide open throttles, the head gasket just couldn't handle it, you know. This is the head gasket right here. You can see on the exhaust side got a lot hotter than the intake side. Now that got hot due to the timing being off. The timing was actually one tooth retarded. So what that did was that got the combustion temperatures extremely high, super high. That's why the manifold was glowing. Light throttle, heavy load, it'll do that. But that was one of the reasons right there. It doesn't look like the gasket was blown out by any means. This is cylinder 3 right here. And you don't see anything between the banks, nothing at all. My guess is that the head gasket was just so loose. The head studs were just so loose that all the combustion just crept right out. So, you know, that's enough talking. We're gonna end it there, guys. The customer is already ordering head studs and head gasket. I'm gonna clean this up, throw it back on there. And I'm doing this straight out of love, man, honestly. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing, that dude looked out for me previously when the shop had no heat. Oscar, that's the homie. Dude, I got you, don't worry about it. This is straight love. Sweet. Next episode, what we got going on? We're waiting on parts for this right now. We've gotta bring the 300 back in. We've got the diff for it because, you know, I didn't even tell you guys this. Okay, walk with me. One thing that I noticed when I was driving that car is it was a one tire fire occasionally. The car's making so much more power now, you know, it just overpowers the diff, and the diff is stock, it's tired, it probably wasn't very well maintained. What that means is that the hubs were seeing different torque from different axles. So it just screwed up the math completely in the system. So I need something more repetitive. I need a repetitive diff like what I got in my car if it's not a roller diff. I need a good, healthy LSD. For the dyno, we got the 300 is gonna be in front of the 240 on the dyno next week. And then my car, and then at that point, we should have the parts for Oscar's 240 and slap that back all together. So it's a busy dyno week coming up next week. You guys don't wanna miss it. I'm back on the uploads. Guys, let me know if I'm slacking. A lot of people, they want to see the videos. Sometimes I just feel like the content isn't good enough. But I've seen other people's content, and I know this content's good enough. So here goes the uploads. We not stopping, baby. Non-fiction to the moon. You guys please like, share, subscribe, do the whole 9. Tell your homies about what we got going on. And of course, thank you for the support.